my name's Amanda and welcome to my July favourites. So I'm going to start off with some of the books that I have been loving reading at the moment, and the first one is Game of Thrones. This is the first book in the season and I thought I would start reading it because I have been loving watching the TV show that they've made. It does feel a little bit weird because I've just finished watching the third season and this is pretty much the first season, so it's put me in sort of two state of minds in the story. So to be honest, I'm finding it a little bit hard to sort of keep reading this when I know what's already happened, kind of thing. So although I've just started watching season 4 of Game of Thrones, I am actually really enjoying reading this, even though I'm sort of in between, you know, two things at once. It's just sort of nice to sort of read this and see the story in a different sort of perspective or different light, just like anything when it's book form and then movie form or show form. But other than that, I've just found myself really enjoying reading this month. The other book that I have loved this month is called You Beauty by Tiffany Hall. This is like a health lifestyle type book. The chick who wrote this book is one of the trainers in the Australian version of The Biggest Loser, and she's like a 5-time black belt ninja. But I mainly just sort of bought this for I don't really know. It has like really simple sort of ways to change your lifestyle into a healthy one, and I guess that's kind of what I need at the moment. I've had a really great look through this and I absolutely love all of the recipes that she's got in here. There's actually quite a lot that I've kind of bookmarked. There are some really great tips in here for daily exercise and sort of mindset when it comes to changing lifestyle and exercising and all that sort of stuff. And I just like how sort of down to earth and simple she makes it seem to be. I don't know. So I also did buy this book as a source of inspiration to get healthy, to start sort of looking after myself a little bit more, to eat better foods, and I guess just to live a better lifestyle and yeah, I just sort of feel that I can do it without sort of being, I don't know, really drastic about changing things and forcing myself to eat things that I don't want to do, and you know. So I will be continually poring over this book over the next couple of weeks and months and whatever to hopefully change things in my life. Okay, so moving on to beauty favorites, I have two little products that I have absolutely been loving this month, and the first one up is a lipstick. It is by Rimmel and it is part of the Kate Moss range. It's one of the lasting finish lipsticks and it is in the colour 103. It looks a little bit like this. Ooh. I am actually really digging the colour of this lipstick at the moment. I'm wearing it right now. It's a shade slightly under the natural colour of my lips, and I really love a natural looking lipstick because I don't know, I just kind of feel that I don't really suit anything else. And I'm also just a big fan of the whole natural looking makeup look. So I think this lipstick sort of goes along with those sort of lines. And my other beauty favourite for this month is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I have been needing a new mascara for a while and this one has just come out. And yeah, I thought I would give it a go. I'm a huge fan of the Maybelline mascaras. It's the only one that I found that really does what I want my eyelashes to do. That did not make sense. I just find that it holds the colour in my lash and makes them sort of fan out and look nice, but not like over the top. Like I said, I really like the natural looking makeup look, and I just find that Maybelline mascaras do that. So moving on to a sewing tool that I have been absolutely loving this month. I have mentioned it a couple of times in some blog posts this month, and the tool that I'm talking about is my Clover Hera marker. Just this little thing here, and I've been using this to help me mark lines on my quilts before I sort of quilt on them, because I do a lot of straight line quilting. I've found that by using this, it's really helped me make precise type lines and just make everything look so much more neater and straight and just beautiful. So essentially what you do with it is you just run it across the top of your quilt using a ruler, as if you were sort of like drawing a line on the top of your quilt. But what this does, it's sort of kind of the best way that I can sort of describe it is it sort of just bruises the fabric. It leaves a mark, but it's a mark that will eventually sort of not be seen because obviously you're sewing over it, but you can sort of see the dent or indentation that it makes into the fabric, and it's still a line that's really quite easy to follow when you've got the quilt in your machine. What got me into wanting to use a Hera marker was I saw a lot of quilters on Instagram who do straight line quilting use these, and I thought, wow, that's such a really great idea in comparison to using what I was using, like a chalk pencil to mark my quilts. And by using those sort of pencils, you sort of had to make sure that the line had sort of disappeared before you gift it or do anything with it, really. But with this, you can't see the line after you've sewn with it. It's easy to iron out if you make a mistake, or sort of like rub it out with like the heat on your fingers. And yeah, it is just so insanely easy to use, and just has just made just everything so much easier and better and beautifuler and just gorgeous. So if you are doing straight line quilting at home and are having issues with making sure everything's nice and straight and perfect, and you find it difficult to follow a straight line when you're sewing, get one of these and it will help you immensely. And my last favourite is actually something a little bit different. Oh, I don't know. Is it different? I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. But it's a watch. And it's this one here. It's my Mickey Mouse watch. I don't know whether you can really see it. I will do a little close-up cutaway of this for you. I bought this watch on eBay years and years ago, and I bought it as already used, so I don't know how much I paid for it, maybe like $5 or $10 or something like that, but it didn't work. Like the battery had died and I just sort of forgot about it. So I took it out of my wardrobe a couple of months ago, and I thought I better see if it works because I didn't know whether it worked or not. So I got my dad to get a battery in it, and it worked, and I was so happy. Although it looks all worn and shabby and gross, I absolutely love it. I think it just gives it so much character, and it shows that it's been loved and worn in a past life, and now it's my turn to sort of give it another go and just love it and wear it to death. I've always loved these classic type Mickey watches that have his hands and his arms as the hands of the clock, and yeah, I just really loved it, and I've worn it every day, and yeah, it's just a really nice watch. That's all I can say. So that's everything that I've been loving or favoriting in the month of July. Let me know in the comments of anything that you've been loving throughout the last month. I would absolutely love to know what you have been loving. I hope you have enjoyed this cheeky midweek video. If you don't know by now, I have changed my main upload day to Fridays. So this coming Friday I have a very exciting tutorial for you guys that I have very patiently been waiting to share with you, and I'm so excited for you all to see it. For you. What? Again, that didn't make sense. So until then, my friends, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you another time very soon. Bye! Are you plugged in? Yes. Woohoo! It's a bit hard to get it in the shot. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so moving on to okay, moving on. I'm not gonna do it again. Ooh, it's got a little label down there. Made in USA. Oh, that's nice. Bye. 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 Bye.